Hello visuals, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more wrestling predictions where once again these are flying in as I draw far too quick. These are coming in fucking heavy and fast. It's another WrestleMania. We are back predicting WrestleMania. I say back, it's like we do it every week. Another round of WrestleMania predictions. This time it's for WrestleMania 42. Once again back in Las Vegas, which is fine. If I remember correctly, somebody correct me in the comments, is Las Vegas the arena? Last year, they were indoors, weren't they? I can easily Google a picture or whatever, but I'm fairly certain they were. I much prefer WrestleManias that are outside. I don't know if that's just a me thing or a few people think that. Let me know in the comments below, one, if I'm right, and two, if you prefer them outside. I don't know why. Wrestling's wrestling, whether it's under a roof or not. Fuck knows, it should be the same, but I just prefer it when it's outside. But anyway, yeah, WrestleMania's back again. Someone else you're going to have to let us know in the comments. I'll try and hurry up as well because there's a lot to predict and shit. I will as well say that I'm recording this on the, what fucking day is this? Like the 9th, the 10th? There's still like one Raw to go and 2 SmackDowns to go, so the card might change and shit. I'm just getting my predictions ready to rock and roll. We've got like 14 things or 13 things to predict and 1 thing to talk about. So I'm getting out there now. This build's been weird, isn't it? And I know that's not just a me thing. That's a lot of the wrestling fan base. On paper, singly, a lot of these matches are friggin' awesome. Like Cody Randy still should be a good match, but the build so far, Pat McAfee, and I think a few fans are like, what, hit and miss with it and stuff. But Ober, Femi, Brock smashing it. Jade Cargill, Rhea, I think will be a fun match, but the build's been. But on the other side of the women, Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan, I think that's been a fun build. The weird Vision tag lineup with IShow Speed, are we assuming that Speed's going to be a heel now or whatever? We'll get to that in a second when we actually predict it. But yeah, the road to WrestleMania this year has been a little bit. Meh, it's been a little bit flat, and I know there's a few fans that think that. But anyway, I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know your predictions and all that kind of shenanigans and fun stuff. But it's time to predict WrestleMania matches once again. As well, I haven't said what Saturday or what Sunday and shit. We're just going to do them in the list that I've got on the WWE website. It doesn't matter what day they're on, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. And let's predict some WrestleMania wrestling predictions. First thing we need to kick off with, we know that the ticket sale thing's been a bit of a talking point. CM Punk said on the last episode of Raw at the time recording about, lower the ticket price and all this kind of shit. But we've got John Cena. Well, I say we. I didn't have a single part to play in it. I wish I did. I wish I fucking knew the bloke. But John Cena's coming back to host WrestleMania, which is going to be awesome. Hearing his music, probably for the last time in a good while. A WWE event. To hear him, to see what he's going to say, to hear him have fun with the crowd. Will he be in full get-up? I imagine he will be. Will any in-ring action happen? Probably not. Obviously, he's definitely going to wrestle again. Could he check out an AA out there? An A8? An AA out there or something? Can he do something fun? I doubt it. I think he's just going to be there to be like, yo, John Cena. Was like, whoa, we got John Cena. That was worth the thousands of dollars we've paid for this. But yeah, John Cena's back. I don't think he's going to get into any shenanigans. I hope I'm wrong on that one, but I don't think he will. But it'll just be nice hearing that music, and we'll be hearing it on the Saturday and the Sunday as well, won't we? Which is fucking awesome. But yeah, John Cena's our host. Let's to the notes, because I will forget something. We'll start off with the Vision. So we've got the Vision, the WWE Tag Team Champions. We've got Logan Paul and Austin Theory teaming up with IShow Speed up against the Usos and LA Knight. So obviously it's not for the titles or anything. It's just a 6-man tag match. I think that straight away you're going to say LA Knight and the Usos pick up the win. I think that bit's obvious. It's the Speed thing that's weird. Is he going to cost the Vision? We know that he's been accidentally costing Knight and all that kind of stuff lately, but it's been like fuck me, I really can't speak. Accidents and shit. Not his fault. So I imagine Speed might be like, no, I'm with the good guys, blah, 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 because I don't think they want to chuck him down the route of being a bad guy. I don't think anyway. So yeah, the Vision will lose alongside IShow Speed. I think Speed will do something to cost the Vision. Then again, do you have to go down a further story if they do that? Like, does he have a match against Logan Paul or some shit down the line? Yeah, we're going to stick with what I've just said. Yeah, Usos, LA Knight picking up the win. We have Seth Rollins versus Gunther in what is definitely just chucked together for the sake of being chucked together. But again, like I said in the intro, this hasn't had any real storytelling or any of its own momentum going into WrestleMania. but it will be a fun match. This is two of the best in-ring workers. Gunther needed to have something kind of big after the back of retiring Cena and all that kind of stuff, retiring AJ and whatnot. Gunther had to have something big, and what is bigger than Seth Rollins? Yes, Seth Rollins was probably going to go down a different route for this particular Mania, but with no injuries and all that kind of shit. Certain people, like Bron Breakker, could still play a role, though. I don't think they'll be cleared to wrestle again. I'm not that I'm looking through the medical records and shit. But there's no reason why it can't be an involvement of some kind, or a rundown, or his music hitting, causing him a distraction, whatever. I don't think Gunther could take the loss. I think Gunther needs to just keep stacking up the wins, stacking up the wins, stacking up the wins, especially with who they're making him retire and what he's been doing over the last couple of years and shit like that with Goldberg and, like I said, AJ and Cena and shit. So it will be an awesome match, and Gunther will win. Make sure I get everybody involved here. We've got Nia Jax and Lash Legend taking on the Bellas, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and Bayley and Lyra Valkyria in a fatal four-way for the Women's Tag Team Championships. This has been a little bit annoying, this feud, right? Because over the last few weeks, we've had matchups like, was it last Raw that Valkyria went up against Lash? Valkyria eventually won, but we know that the girls are going to come down and attack, and there's going to be a bit of a scuffle and a brawl and shit. It's been happening week on and week out and all that kind of shit. I don't know if I said that expression correctly. But I am looking forward to it. I like to, when there's matches like this, I like to eliminate who is definitely not picking up the win. Bellas aren't picking up the win, and I don't think Bayley and Lyra Valkyria pick up the win. So it's going to come down to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss up against Jax and Lash. I mean, they're all against each other, but they're the two who I think could leave WrestleMania holding the gold. I'm still not massive on Nia. Nia's great, and I like that she's the big baddie in the women's division, all this kind of shit. But I am very much over on Lash. I think Lash can be an absolute dominant force in the women's division, depending on how WWE handle her going forward in the future. I think she's really fucking awesome. Charlotte and Bliss don't really need the win. It's a fun tag team. They're eventually going to fall apart in the future and have their own feud potential. It's what usually happens, isn't it, with these sort of just sort of chuck together tag teams and stuff. Do you know what? Lash and Nia retain. Yeah, they walk into WrestleMania as champions and they leave as champions. As I swing on the squeaky chair. Oh, we've got another match, right? This time it's a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Right, don't forget anybody. We have Penta, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, Rusev, JD McDonough. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the newly, I've got my little side notes, my little scruffy side notes. The newly added Rey Mysterio in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Brilliant. I can't wait for this. This has contended to be match of the weekend because of the talent that's involved. Right, let's get rid of who's not winning. Rusev, sorry, pal, you're not winning. Which is quite weird because everybody in this match is like a sort of high flyer, technical, fast moving. Rusev's the only sort of powerhouse in this match. Will be interesting to see how he's going to play up against everybody else. Is he just going to use dominant force, push people off ladders, push people down the ladder down together when they're climbing up? I don't see how it's going to play. Or they're all just going to gang up on him and know that he might be the biggest threat because of the power. Rusev, you're done though. JD McDonough, I suppose you're not a mega... Well, no, you are actually. You're a bit of a technical wrestler, aren't you? JD McDonough, though, absolutely no chance. You're not winning, sir. Dragon Lee, no, definitely not winning. You'll be fun in this match. You have a couple of good spots, no. Penta, Javon Evans, and Rey Mysterio. I think Rey Mysterio's in this match purely to get a big name like Rey Mysterio in there. Again, try and help with ticket sales and shit. And added Legend and an added Icon, and had some awesome ladder matches of his own in past history. Welcome to the channel, visuals. If you're still here, fucking well done, you. Jesus Christ. No, Finn Balor. Rey Mysterio isn't winning this. No, definitely not. It's going to come down to, do we give the new kid on the block, Javon Evans, who's going to, bold seat and all that shit, is he going to take away Penta's Intercontinental Championship? No. Penta's going to walk in and walk out. I need some titles that are going to change hands. Fuck's sake. No, Penta's going to walk in and walk out as champion. But I think there's going to really be a fun match. There's going to be bodies everywhere and ladders everywhere and carnage and Rusev launching people about and Penta jumping from here and Mexican Destroyers there. And it's going to be a great fun match. But yes, Penta will defend his title. We have one of the ones that's been denied about by fans. We have Sami Zayn taking on Trick Williams. What that Trick for the United States Championship. Now, this is a match that everybody wanted and we had no issue getting. It's just, why did Carmella Hayes have to be sacrificed? And again, at the time of recording, we still have 2 SmackDowns and we have a Raw. They might chuck him in at some point. They could make it a triple threat, which would be fucking awesome. I definitely think Carmelo Hayes deserved to go to Mania and deserved to defend his title, especially to lose it. If he doesn't get included, to lose it so close to WrestleMania must be an absolute sucker punch for him. He must feel so deflated from it. To me, I would chuck him in. This could be a fun triple threat. The match between Sami and Trick would have been fun anyway. The backstage segments they've been having and all this kind of shit and this new sort of direction that Sami Zayn's taken would have been fun. I don't think anybody would have been disappointed with it not having the inclusion of the United States champion. We could have had Carmelo Hayes carrying on having his open challenge. Like, you could have had a bit where Carmelo Hayes starts to show off. He issues an open challenge. John Cena's music hits and he comes out, no, I'm going to joke. I'm not here to answer the call. I'm just here to host. But that would have been a fun little sort of moment. Obviously, we're not going to have anything like that. But anyway, right, who wins this? Trick Williams. I think Sami Zayn will lose the plot after this. We might see him go full heel, full bad guy Sami Zayn. I think a lot of the fans, myself included, are a little bit sort of not sick of him, but like, all right, Sami Zayn is going to do his normal shenanigans. When he's a typical good guy, the whole, you're fucking hitting your face and shit. All right, cool. But yeah, Trick Williams is extremely over, is extremely popular. You got the crowd getting involved with all of his chants and shit. Trick Williams will be our new United States champion. Jacob Fatu against Drew McIntyre. And at the time of recording, I saw something a couple of weeks ago about Drew McIntyre's cat, unfortunately, passing away and stuff. So that's me. And losing a pet's always fucking horrible. So hopefully the McIntyre family are okay. Maybe he's going to have to take his frustrations out on Jacob Fatu because they are having an unsanctioned match. Now, this is another one of the ones... another one of the matches that has had a really fun build. They've been trying to kill each other, fighting in the crowd, fighting in car parks on top of little platforms, and they've just been doing everything to kill each other. Plus, we still have that little mystery of who attacked Fatu all that, them months ago. Kicked his tooth down his throat and all this shit. Was it really Drew? Is Drew being honest? Is the attacker of Fatu going to reveal himself at Mania and get involved in the match? But the fact this is unsanctioned is going to be awesome. Where they're going to go in the stadium, I don't know. Crazy backstage shenanigans. Do we not even get an entrance to people like Drew? Does he get attacked on the way? Is there going to be golf carts involved, trucking through car windows? What the fuck's going to happen? I don't know. I can't wait. As for the winner, part of me wants to give it to Drew because, again, he got so close to getting to WrestleMania as walking as champion just for them to take it off him and give it to Cody. I feel a little bit bad for him like I do Carmella Hayes. Carmella Hayes was a lot closer than Drew getting over the finish line, but hey-oh. But I can't see a world where Jacob Fatu doesn't win. This is his first proper major... This is definitely his biggest singles feud, isn't it? I don't think he's had a bigger singles feud. I could be remembering wrong, though, so let me know if I am remembering wrong. But yeah, I can't see a world where Fatu doesn't win, sorry. I can only see him coming out on top, unless there is a added element of the mystery attacker really not being Drew and then them coming and getting involved in some way, shape or form. But yeah, we're going to go with it. We're going to say Jacob Fatu wins the unsanctioned match. Next up, we've got AJ Lee defending her Women's Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lunchbox. Now, if AJ Lee was sticking around, because again, you guys might know better than me. You might have heard stories and all this kind of shit. I know she's busy in her personal life. I think, did she have a book tour a little while ago and stuff? This all depends on how long she's sticking around for. I don't know if she's going to be around for a month after Mania, 2 months, 3 months. If she's going to be just a part-timer, if she's going to pop in when she can, or if she's going to stick around. I'm purely guessing the fact that she won't be sticking around for a long, long, long time. She might pop up here and there and do another little mini feud, get involved in the tag titles or something down the road. I don't think she's going to be sticking around as a full-timer. Plus, I think this will be a good way for AJ to massively give back to the business and endorsing someone like a Becky Lynch. Not that she needs any more endorsement because Becky Lynch is one of the best stars on the roster, but a good way to sort of hand over the torch, even though Becky is a veteran at this point. But, like a moment of AJ being able to pass it to Becky on the biggest stage of them all. I think Becky Lynch will leave WrestleMania as our Women's Intercontinental Champion. Oh, the Big E. The Big E. As in not physically Big E, but the two big giant monsters. Obafemi against Brock Lesnar in what's just going to be an absolute car crash. This is not going to be technical wrestling. This isn't going to be sort of fast moving and oh you blah blah blah. Well, it might be fast. They might go at each other fast like raging bulls for 30 seconds and then it'll slow down a little bit. Sloop. I really can't fucking speak. Maybe we need some more Coca-Cola. This video is proudly sponsored by. I don't know, noise downstairs. I thought the dog was fucking kicking off. What was I even saying? Yeah, this pretty video. Sponsor me, Coke, if you want. Broadcast bitch. Maybe I could afford one of them tickets to WrestleMania one day. The fucking prices that TKO are charging. But anyway, sorry. Obafemi, Brock Lesnar. This is going to be hard. This is going to be heavy. It's just going to be meat smashing against meat. I'm making this way more homosexual than I need it to be. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's going to be two giant colossal dudes fucking up against each other. It's even more gayness. I did see somewhere, did I see, or was it Mr. Santi's app that said it? Apparently there was a news story going around saying that Paul and Brock don't think he should lose all the way up to his retirement. And if that's the case, and if they are going forward with that, meaning he's going to win this, and I don't think that's the best outcome. Obafemi, just like Javon Evans and shit, and a couple of other recent call-ups, has come out the blocks just flying. He's so over. The crowd love him. He's a presence. He's got the aura, as the kids say these days. He's just aura farming and shit. He's an absolute unit of a man. I think the best thing to do is to give him the win, to let him slay the beast at his first Mania. Again, his first proper feud. He's had matches and shit, but he hasn't had a feud yet. Give Obafemi the win. Let him destroy Brock Lesnar. You can make a little bit of back and forth, of course you can, but let Obafemi just crush him at the end and let him walk out on Mania with his... Oh, yeah, Obafemi's picking up the win. Jade Cargill against Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. This one's a hard one. We know that Jade Cargill's got a new little faction going. She's got a new little sidekicks going on. We saw the last episode of Raw that Rhea had to watch Io get taken out with a kendo stick. She was held back. This is one that I feel like the in-ring match itself will be good. Again, it's two powerhouses. It's two giants. It's two fucking girls that would cave the shit out of my head because they've got muscles and cardio and I'm just a fat slob. But it's just felt, like I said, it's felt a little bit flat. There's not been any bite to it. There's no fire underneath it burning. But it is a major star of Rhea Ripley, and it is a big star of Jade Cargill. I wouldn't say Jade Cargill's like major at the minute, but she's a big star. And I think they're two terrific in-ring performers. Jade's had a couple of mistakes as of late, in a few single matches as well. She's maybe slipped up here and there. But on a day, she can be fucking amazing. I think they're going to give this to Rhea, aren't they? It's one of the main stars. It's one of the people that are most over. It gets the biggest pops. Some people are getting a bit sick of Rhea Ripley. You know, the whole Rhea Hogan, constantly winning championships, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, she's one of my favorites, though. She's awesome. I don't mind if she's champion. I think it's good for the women's division if you build around her for the foreseeable. Rhea Ripley will pick up the win. Vaca defending her Women's World Championship, whatever the fuck we're calling them these days, against Liv Morgan. This is a difficult one to predict. Again, two girls that are extremely over, two very popular girls, two brilliant in-ring performers. Fuck. It feels like Stephanie Vaca, in my head anyway, I'm probably just remembering time wrong. It feels like she hasn't had the championship that long. It's either that or she hasn't done much with it. I don't think she hasn't had that many defenses, has she, if I remember correctly? I think that's where I'm getting muddled up in my head. Liv, is it the time? She's been such a reliable member of the roster, one of the main stars. Again, extremely over. There's some fun stuff you could do with her as champion with Dominic, but then do you get the rest of the Judgment Day? Does Raquel resent her for it, attack her? We know that... Thingy come back. I can't remember people's fucking names at the minute. Is it too early to end Stephanie's reign? It's going to be a bit flat seeing her lose it. No, Liv Morgan. I can't see a world where Liv doesn't win this. I'm trying to picture my head. I always picture it in my head about them on the corner and the turnbuckle, lifting the championship and stuff. Yeah, Liv is going to win. Yeah, we're going to lock that in. Liv Morgan is becoming our new women's champion, women's world champion. Have Cody Rhodes against Randall Keith Orton. Randy Orton for the WWE Undisputed Championship with, I'm assuming, Pat McAfee in his corner. This is what, again, it's so weird. This is a feud we've wanted for ages. People have wanted the Randy Orton heel turn on Cody for ages. This match, for me anyway, it sold itself enough on their history, on what Cody and Randy Orton's careers and how there's been somewhat of an intertwining shit throughout the years. It sells itself. To deliver it the way we have so far has been a bit meh. The initial brawl where Orton went sick on him and officially turned was amazing. But then, yeah, it's been a bit... The back and forward shit's been a bit annoying. I want to see some promo shit face-to-face in the ring. Again, there's 2 SmackDowns left, so we could still get that. The Pat McAfee, on paper, I love the reason of why. I don't mind the reason why somebody has joined Randy, and the reason is why. I think it's quite fun. It's a little bit silly, a little bit goofy. You know, want to bring the business back to what it was and all this kind of shit. I don't hate it. I just think that the execution of the person. Now, it's not even that Pat McAfee did a bad job. It's just Pat McAfee. I just can't buy him in that sort of, that bit, like him behind closed doors with Randy, but like, yeah, the business needs to go back to what it used to be. It's not what it is anymore because of Cody. I for whatever reason, I just can't see it. And whatever involvement Pat McAfee has will be fun, and I do really enjoy Pat McAfee. It just feels a bit weird why he's aligned and stuff. But Randy Orton's doing it, isn't he? He's picking up number 15. Number 15. I can't remember shit. Number 15. He's going to win. It's going to be brutal. We're going to see the dismantled corpse of Cody in the ring, and then he can rebuild his story. It does also, as well, I'm not getting Cody fatigue, but I do agree with a lot of online fans who are saying that it's a bit shit how Cody got a rematch. You know, I didn't win the Rumble, didn't win the Chamber, still got a rematch. Wasn't supposed to ever fight Drew again for the, you know, for the title as long as he had it and shit. It does feel a bit cheap just to get him in there. I get it though. He's a big main eventer. He's a big attraction. A lot of people love him. He's over. He's going to come out the crowd. Whoa! Everyone's going to do the shenanigans. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Randy Orton is picking up the win. Last but not least, I don't know if this is main event of night 1, night 2. I'm not quite sure. It probably should be the final night main event. To me, it's probably the biggest match, and it's CM Punk defending his World Heavyweight Championship against the big dog, Roman Reigns. They haven't, again, I don't think so far they've come up with the whole, it's going to be tribal, it's going to be fucking tribal rules and all this kind of shit. It's going to be fucking Ultimate Warfare. As it stands, it's just a regular match, but again, stuff could change at the time of recording. Now, there's longevity to play here. We know that next year's Mania is the Money Mania. It's the Saudi Arabia Mania. We're going to say it. There's always going to be links. Is there going to be a Rock involvement? Is there going to be some Rock shenanigans happening here? And we start to build a year-long feud and get Roman and the Rock finally at a WrestleMania. Is that going to all kick off from this? I think Punk's been great as champion. The couple of matches he had against Finn, yes, they were obvious, but they were still fun matches. I still very much enjoyed them. His mic work's always great. CM Punk's one of the best promo workers in the game. Does he lose to Roman? Well, I can't picture Roman. I know he has gone to WrestleManias before and lost title challenges, but it's been a little while, hasn't it? You usually have Roman in your head tied with success and winning. Did I say Roman? Did I say Cody there? Roman in your head if I've said the wrong shit. I'm trying to paint in my head. I understand where we go with Roman in the future. He'll hold the title, potential Rock in the future at next year's Mania. I'm trying to picture where we go with Punk. Like, what does Punk do after this? Because obviously Roman as well, he's going to go down to being a part-timer. He'll be there as and when he can and stuff. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to shock everybody. Because I think most people aren't going to go for this prediction. I'm going to go CM Punk. The Rock-Roman fight and feud doesn't have to be for a title. That's big enough on its own to main event without a title involvement. And we need to let Punk carry on holding this title and doing shit, getting back to going up against Gunther again in the future and Seth in the future and all that kind of shit. CM Punk's retaining. Right, so I'm putting the video together and I completely forgot about the Demon Finn against Dominic Mysterio. Now, it was only, I
think it was only a couple of days ago they announced it was going to be the Demon Finn. And of course, there's going to be shenanigans, there's going to be tomfoolery, but the Demon is not losing in. Not losing in. Demon wins.
These are my predictions for WrestleMania 32. I'm pretty sure it's WrestleMania 32. But more importantly, I want to know your predictions in the comments below. I want to know all your thoughts on my predictions. Sorry, this is probably a long video, but it is WrestleMania. We've just predicted like 13 or so matches. And again, when I upload this, don't crucify me. I'm recording this over Easter weekends, and there's still 3 more shows to come that could change the card, change dynamics, add matches, change matches a little bit, whatever. So don't go nuts or anything. Not that you ever do anyway. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And let me know level of excitement. I think I'm at like a 6.5, 7 level of excitement. It's still WrestleMania weekend. It's still the occasion. Night 1, you get a full weekend of Premier League football. Then you get to the first night, you get your takeaway in, blah, blah, blah. I think I'll probably have to work this Saturday, but it is what it is. Loads of excitement, loads of drama and all that kind of shit. So I am excited. I'm just... There's maybe 3 matches that make me go, oh my god, this is going to be insane. Maybe 4, maybe saying 3 is a bit harsh. 4. There's 4 matches probably that make me like, I can't fucking wait for this. But that also means there's a lot of room for us to be proven wrong and have some great matches. But like, oh my god, that was actually a much better Mania than I thought it was going to be. But anyway, visuals, there we go. There are my predictions. And as always, thank you so much for watching, you beautiful bunch of bastards. And remember to always keep being you and keep on keeping on.